Mic check, mic check. Alright, seems like everything's in order, so we're gonna go on ahead and get started. In the last episode, it was made clear via Monokuma that Ugami was the mole. Tension has been rising between everybody. Everybody's at each other's throats. Awie's getting obviously depressed as this continues. Alter Ego wanted to continue helping after finishing his job, which was decrypting all of the files on the computer. And those files noted that it's the Academy's doing that they're all locked up in there. Furthermore, it's apparently the headmaster is the puppet master, and Alter Ego wants to continue his work, trying to figure out to find a way out of there for us. We put him in that secret room in the bathroom on the second floor, and connected him to the network. And last thing we found out before leaving off is, as you saw, investigation, Ugami is dead. Who the hell would fuck with Ugami? I don't know. So let's go on ahead and get started. Take a look at everything. What is this? Looks like a wrapper of some sort. Hey, that's... You recognize this, Asahina? Well, yeah, I gave it to her. Candy wrapper. You remember how mad Sakura was when Genocider scratched me up? Well, to try to calm her down, I gave her some right after we left the infirmary. The wrapper from the candy you gave Ugami? The candy had been in the dormitory storeroom. I love it so much that as soon as the storeroom opened, I took a whole box back to my room. So no one else could have gotten any. You like it that much? I wanted Sakura to taste it too, which is why I gave her some. But now she'll never taste it again. Oh, poor thing. Asahina. Red polka dot candy. What the hell is this? Oh shit, was one of the things used? There are shards of glass scattered on the floor around the chair Ugami is sitting in. The glass is red, and look at this. It's the neck of a bottle and the bottom of one. So basically, that means the shards used to be a glass bottle. Alright. There's something else on the floor next to the glass. Yep. A single figure. Just small enough to fit the palm of my hand. A Monokuma figure. Four red bottles up on the lined up on the cabinet. Each of the bottles has a Monokuma figure inside. How the heck did these figures get into these bottles anyway? It's the same idea as an impossible bottle. Huh? When you put something, say a model sailboat, into a bottle with a mouth smaller than the object. You've never seen anything like that before? Oh, I think I have. This is the Monokuma version. We call them Monokuma bottles. We can call them Monokuma bottles. Slowly starting to piece things together. Monokuma bottles on the cabinet. Monokuma figure on the floor. The red fragments of glass on the floor that I suspect used to be a bottle. Putting two and two together, it looks like Ugami was hit over the head with one of these Monokuma bottles. At least, that's what the Monokuma figure on the floor suggests. In other words, it's very well possible that the murder weapon was a Monokuma bottle. Alright, now this locker is open. The locker's door has been left open. Look at this on the inside. There are handprints. Why would there be handprints in a place like that? Due to all the dust inside the locker, it looks like prints were left anywhere it was touched. They appear to be relatively new as well. I'm guessing someone was hiding in this locker. That's when they left these handprints. Oh, hey, in that case, could the culprit have been hiding inside the locker when we unsealed the room? And then after we broke the seal, they slipped into the crowd acting like they just showed up? Sorry to disappoint you, but that's out of the question. Huh? Why? Recall how the room looked through the window before we broke the seal? That's right, the locker was already open. Therefore, it is not possible for someone to have been hiding in the locker when we unsealed the room. But in that case, what do these handprints mean? There's a pool of blood on the floor in front of the magazine rack. Sure, it must be Ugami's blood. Something feels off about it. Why is it so far away from the body? Alright, well. Ugami spent her last breath here, slumped forward on this couch. As I recall, she was struck over the head. Normally you'd expect that to be the cause of death. But the Monokuma file also mentioned she had vomited blood. There is indeed blood on her mouth. But what exactly caused her to vomit? Monokuma's file says that aside from the wounds on her head, there aren't any other external wounds. Maybe the blow to her head caused her to vomit blood? Yeah, right. Togami? I will say, though, you've taken notice of something absolutely fascinating, not bad. Fascinating? Do you not think so? I wouldn't call it fascinating. But curious, maybe. There's no question the reason she vomited blood has something to do with her death. I'm telling you, it's poison. Alright, let's do some talking. No shit, what the hell was that? What do you want? Go play over there and stay out of my way. The scorn in his eyes is likely to burn a hole in my soul if I don't get out of here, and quick. The hell is that? Oh, that's from... Let me smash the door open. Yeah, okay, I see some protein shit over there. Hold on. We'll get to that in a sec. I'm surprised someone even managed to kill Ugami. She's certainly not the kind of person who would go down easy. Most definitely would not have been easy. She was the super-duper high school fighter. Both her body and spirit were extremely tenacious. How did the culprit manage to kill her? Or could they have it all? Maybe they caught her by surprise? Taking her by surprise is probably the only way you could kill her. I already know who did it. Ogami, Fukawa, or Kagakure. One of those three. I mean, they all acted like Sakura was the bad guy. I think so too, don't you, Naegi? Well, I can't really say either way until I've done a little more investigation. And let me tell you this. Sakura asked all three of them to meet her here in the rec room. What? This morning, after you brought me to the infirmary, you know, me and Sakura left together, right? Well, after that, she ended up going off somewhere by herself. But later on, I saw her again, and that's when she told me that she had left notes in all of their rooms. The note said, come to the recreation room before lunch. Before lunch? The time of her death was around noon. It's true, she told me herself. I tried to stop her. She wouldn't listen. She said they were just going to talk and that I didn't need to worry, yet this happened. If I had just forced her not to come, none of this would have happened. Asahina, telling her not to blame herself, this is probably asking the impossible. But to think that Togami, Hagakure, and Fukawa were all summoned here by Ugami. here to the scene of the crime just before noon when she was murdered. I should probably try and corroborate her testimony with the three of them. Alright, hey, what up, dick?
Nanda.
Don't get in my way. I've got a question for you, Togami. Make it fast. Is it true that you received an invitation from Mugami to come to the rec room? So you know about that. Then it's true? Yes, a note to that effect was left under my bedroom door. But who would, in the hell, would be stupid enough to just waltz on in and let that monster kill them? You didn't go? Of course not. I tore the note up and threw it away. I made no contact with Mugami whatsoever today. It says he didn't come to the rec room. Is he telling the truth? I don't have any evidence to claim otherwise, though, so I just have to believe him for now.
Boy.
If you're done, then get out of my sight. Yeah, thanks. There's a plastic container on the floor near the rec room door. Looks like a bottle of protein. It's probably Ugami's. She was always drinking protein. Oh, that's Maggie dogging. Plus, she and Asahina like to talk about how protein can cure anything. Be careful. The hyperbole. Yes, I know. Anyway. The label on this protein container says Kim Lab A2. It reminds me, Ugami did say something about the Kim Lab on the 4th floor having good protein. Which means this container came from the Kim Lab? That doesn't make sense. Huh? What? On the floor around the container, shards of light blue gas from when I broke the door's window. The shards aren't just scattered around the container, but under it as well. Does that tell us something? I'm not sure specifically what it means just yet, but it wouldn't hurt to keep it in mind. I'm guessing it'll turn out to be a very important clue. Very important clue? What does she mean by that? Okay, yeah, I have a strong feeling it was Asahina. Oh boy, I'm not prepared for this. Is there anything else I need to look through? Apparently. Clock, maybe? Right now it's around 1 p.m. Monokuma file says Sakura died approximately at noon. So I'd put it right about an hour ago. It's around the time Kiriyuri and I were moving Alter Ego to the hidden room, wasn't it? Magazines? It's magazine rack. There are all different kinds of magazines here. Okay. Fun. Oh. This? The rec room door wouldn't open because this chair was shoved up against it, but I see no trace of any sort of apparatus like string or metal hook or anything. So there wasn't anything done to the chair itself. This door is the one and only entrance to the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no trace of the handle having been removed. One thing that sticks out is the broken glass, but that's my fault since I broke the door getting into the room. I also don't see any evidence of string or any other kind of contraption having been used, which means there's nothing out of the ordinary about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's pretty much no question that the door wouldn't open because the chair was wedged in front of it. The chair prevented the doorknob from turning, which in turn prevented the door from opening. And since neither the door nor the chair showed any signs of having been modified in any way, the culprit couldn't have made the sealed room from the outside. Would have had to been from the inside. Well, Naegi, have you gotten a good look at everything? Yeah, I think. At least a cursory look. Next are interviews. I'm on guard duty, so I can't go anywhere. So you're going to go and do it in my place. She's got all this planned out, doesn't she? Ever since we cleared the air between us, she's gotten a little pushy. Either way, she's right. We're going to need to conduct some interviews. I need to see what the other two people from Gami's have to say about that. More than likely, the two of them are in their dorms. Place my finger on the bell. Very short wait. What? Who is it? A wave of sour, negative energy lurched out into the hall when Fukawa opened the door. What? What do you want? Fukawa, you're back to yourself again, not Jinsager. Don't talk about her around me. It'll spoil my mood. I was just beginning to enjoy myself. Is this what enjoying herself looks like? Hey, now a good time I need to talk to you about something. After clicking her tongue loud enough for me to hear, Fukawa stepped out into the hallway. What? Isn't you said you needed to talk to me? Actually, I was wanting to ask about the note you got from Ugami asking you to meet her in the rec room. What? Don't ask me. I don't know anything about that. Ami admitted to have gotten one. I haven't gotten one. Huh? My White Knight was also summoned? Slip of the tongue. That's completely obvious that I was summoned too. Yep, kinda is. So you want to tell me about that? Yes, I did see the note, but I didn't go to the rec room. I was too afraid to go. She says she didn't go. Is that really true? I don't have any evidence to claim otherwise, so I'll just have to believe her for now. You've heard enough. Yes, I'm going back to my room. And with that, Fukawa scurried back into her room. Okay. That was effective. Place my finger on the bell. After a short wait. What's up, Nags? Need me for something? There's something I wanted to ask you, Hagakure, and Gami invited you to the rec room earlier. Whoa, where'd you hear that? Did you read my mind? Have you awoken a secret ability, dude? Anywho, I'm not the only one she invited, dude. Gami told me herself, dude. She also invited Kawa and Kogs. Huh? You talked to Ugami? When was this? Well... When she invited me, dude. Thought she delivered the notes to everyone. Yeah, the note. She gave it to me in person, dude, and that's when she told me. The story is obviously pretty fishy. So did you go to the rec room? Hell no, I didn't. Like I'd go see her. Something doesn't add up here. Last time I saw Ogre was when she brought Asahina down to the infirmary, dude. After that, never saw her again. While I'm here, could you let me have a look at the note you were given? Note. Do I still have the note? Ogre shoved his hand into his pocket. Sorry, man, I don't have it. It's gone. Gone. And then he gave me a twitchy smile as he pulled it back out. And he did. Something fell to the floor in front of me. Something from inside his pocket. Crap! Swiped it up like a gust of wind and shoved it back into his pocket. Trash, dude, trash. There's some trash I forgot to throw out, dude. Trash. Anywho, Ogre invited me into the rec room. Truth, I didn't go. So I'm out here, dude. Not even giving me a chance to speak, he forcibly ended our conversation and led into his room. Says it was just a piece of trash, but that wasn't any trash, was it? Well, I've heard what Fukawa and Hagakure had to say, but what next? Sounds like I'm going to have to re-examine the crime scene, but in addition to that, should also probably do some looking into that protein container found in the rec room. As I recall, it came from the chem lab. Alright, well, what first? Okay. So, knowing this game, that seems a little too fucking obvious. I honestly 100% feel like it's Asahina, and I'm going to be very sad by the end of this episode, and I'm 100% not ready for it in the slightest. Oh boy. Well, I want to check out the rec room first. By the way, it's on the 3rd floor. I'll do that in a minute. Oh boy. So you had your sights set on this chemistry lab too, did you, Naegi? Just be sure not to get in my way. Yeah, alright. Know what you mean, yes, sir? Fuck you. Oh, this is fishy. Looking at them again, I'm struck by just how large these chemical cabinets are. Give them a thorough investigation. Looks of it, the cabinet's actually 3 separate cabinets placed side by side. More importantly, what's the powder that's been spilled in front of the cabinets? Need to be careful not to step in it. Oh, but we have footprints, though. Are these footprints? Seem to have been left in front of the cabinet, too. Need a diagram to get a better idea of how the footprints are laid out with respect to the room itself. Are you telling me to map it out? Now you're getting the hang of things. With a smirk on his face, Togami handed me a pen and sheet of paper. Well, get to work. Okay. As he ordered, I quickly scribbled down a diagram of the room. How's this look? Not bad from the likes of you. From the likes of me? I see. Looking at it this way, it's clear that the person who had left these footprints only had business in the left cabinet. Whoever it was knew exactly what they needed to do. And they went straight into the cabinet and right back out. That's what their footprints suggest. Chances are these footprints belong to you, don't they, Naegi? No, they don't! Give me your shoes and let me compare foot size. Having no good reason to turn him down, I obeyed Togami's orders. Interesting. Seems your feet are larger. Sadly, these footprints aren't yours. Yeah, I'm real sad. However, with footprints this clear, it should be no effort whatsoever to find out whose they are. Just going off how much effort Togami is putting into examining them, I guess they're pretty significant. Well, no shit, Naegi. There's a broken bottle on the floor by the cabinets. It looks like to be the source of the spilled powder. The label on the bottle says Chem Lab C4. For your information, I was looking around for the fourth floor this morning, and the lab was not in this condition then, which means the powder was spilled right around the time the crime occurred, most likely. The powder was spilled around the same time as the crime, probably connected somehow. Is it possible that Sakura got the bottle, stepped in the poison, and that's why she threw up? See this cabinet. There's a bottle out of place there. Has an assortment of nutrients and supplements and the like inside. The protein container I found at the rec room must have come from this cabinet. Labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter A. Could make this cabinet the A cabinet then. But wait a second. Yep. There's a single bottle labeled here ChemLab C9. Did someone accidentally put it back in the wrong place? In this cabinet, there's a bunch of chemicals I've never heard of. They're called reagents. Compounds used to induce or check for chemical reactions in chemistry experiments. Surprised you can live with yourself being so ignorant. Don't you think that's going a little bit too far? Are you telling me that you think studying math and chemistry are of no use in the real world? The worlds of failure, they suit you. Aggie. I didn't say that. Anyway, what I really need to be concerned about right now is investigating the cabinet. Labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter B. Make this the middle cabinet the B cabinet then. Nothing really jumps out at me. I really need to spend any more time looking through this cabinet. This cabinet has a bunch of dangerous looking chemicals. Looks like poison and other potentially hazardous chemicals. Labels on everything in this cabinet start with the letter C. Make this right cabinet the C cabinet then. Here's what I've learned about these cabinets so far. ChemLab's chemical cabinet is actually 3 separate agent cabinets. Cabinet A contains nutrients, Cabinet B, reagents, Cabinet C, poisons. It's likely Ugami got her protein from Cabinet A. Curiously, there's also a bottle labeled C mixed in with everything else in Cabinet A. Cabinet C is where poison and stuff like that is stored, so why was a bottle from there in Cabinet A? There's something to it, I can feel it. Okay, new guess. New guess, just randomly. Someone got the poison out of Cabinet C. Once getting it, the other bottle dropped to the floor and shattered. They then went into Cabinet A and sprinkled the poison into the protein. Then left the bottle of the poison in Cabinet A. I need to finish my investigation. Well, what else is there, my guy? There's something... Oh, I have to look at, like, the poison itself. There's a large quantity of yellow powder on the floor by the cabinets. Gotta be careful not to step in it. Perhaps I should go back over and learn what I learned about the powder so far. Large quantity of yellow powder was spilled in front of the chemical cabinets. I suspect came from the broken bottle I found on the floor nearby. Bottle labels says ChemiLab C4. Additionally, someone left footprints in the powder. Going by the diagram I drew, it seems whoever they belonged to only had business for the left cabinet. Top of that, Togami says the powder was spilled around the same time the crime occurred. That's about all I got for now. About does it for the Chem Lab. Next is another pass to the rec room. How'd the interviews go, Naegi? Told her exactly what I heard from Fukawa and Hagakure. I see, so all 3 of them, including Togami, claim they have never responded to Ugami's invitation. Doesn't add up, someone's probably lying. Someone is lying? In any event, made some progress here too. Ugami's course, the magazine rack, and the Monokuma bottles. Found new clues in all 3 of those places. You would do good to investigate them all once again. Okay. So... It says she found something new with Ugami's body. Not going to learn anything from just gawking at the body. Well, yeah, I suppose. You have a problem with touching corpses? Alright, fine. Stark contrast to my unshakable reluctance. Kirigiri didn't even bat an eye. That's a sight I've gotten used to, and brought a familiar thought to my mind. I'm surprised you can do that and keep a straight face. I'll never even get used to the sight of a body. That's normal. And how can you... I must I had plenty of opportunities in the past to come in contact with dead bodies. Never mind. Does she have, like, amnesia? Or something?
Ne.
More importantly, look at this. Ugami's shoe.
So.
See the yellow powder on her foot? Yeah, I see it.
なるほどね.
That's the first clue. Okay, it looks like Ugami was, in fact. So, the person who switched it, if my last clue about, my last, theory about the poison in the cabinet, if it was true, that person avoided the poison, and then Ugami walked in, got the protein, didn't notice the poison, stepped on through it, and walked back out.
Ne.
Next to the wound on her head, go take a look.
So.
Actually, that might explain a bit. That might be too much for you. I'll explain. Seems she wasn't struck once, but twice. She was struck twice? Intriguing, isn't it? And here's another rather interesting fact.
So.
Both Ugami's hands are perfectly clean. Not even a trace of blood is on her fingertips.
So.
Huh. Well, that's everything I was able to uncover. Weird. I think she was able to learn so much by just examining Ugami's body. That's a feat I'd imagine only Kirigiri could pull off. Now, she say, like, the glass? Da-da-da-da. This glass? Is that what she's talking about? If I can click on it. Great. I think the team probably was up there. We've already heard this.
Ne.
Yes. Okay. What did she say otherwise? No, there was like the bottles. Do that first, I guess. Kirigiri says she found something new with these Monokuma bottles. No, there was a second one gone. Clues.
Ne.
So, did you figure it out? Look carefully, you should see it. There's a pattern to that set of Monokuma bottles. Pattern. Come on, Kirigiri, can't you just tell me? Kirigiri's probably sitting here like, you fucking idiot. Sharing leads is one thing, but there's a danger in sharing conclusions drawn from those leads. I don't want any unnecessary influence and deductions prior to the class trial. You need to reach your own conclusions, ones that satisfy you, not me. So it's not that you don't trust me. No retort. I do trust you to some degree. If I didn't, I wouldn't be telling you this. To some degree, she says.
Ne.
To tell you the truth, there's actually one other thing about these battles that has me curious. And I'd like to conduct an experiment to test my hypothesis. You'll give me a hand, won't you? An experiment? First, I need you to gather up all of the Monokuma bottle fragments on the floor, even the smallest shards. Huh? Are you sure? Should we really be tampering with the scene? Everyone's had a chance to look around, so it should be fine. That loudmouth Togami isn't around either. I've got to get some equipment from the Kim lab. You take care of that while I'm gone. And with that, Kirigiri vanished from the rec room. No idea what's going on. What can you do? Not like I've got much of a choice. Using a broom and dustpan I found in the rec room, swept up all the bottle fragments on the floor. And just as I finished that, sorry to keep you waiting. All done? Let's get started. What kind of experiment are we doing? I'm going to smack you on the backside of the head with the bottle. I brought a balance from the Kim lab. We're going to compare masses. Compare what with the what? Fragments you collected and a whole Monokuma bottle. What for? It's the whole point of this experiment, you'll see. First, let's compare the masses of two unbroken Monokuma bottles. Okay. Two sides are balanced, which means each of the Monokuma bottles weighs roughly the same. Well, that makes sense. There's not much difference between the figures. And nothing else to create a weight difference. Now here's the real test. Let's try putting the fragments you picked up on one side of the balance. What do you suppose will happen? Well, there are two possibilities. Either they'll weigh the same, or the broken bottle will weigh slightly less. I tried my best to pick up everything, but it's still possible I missed some. Well then, let's see what happens. Huh? The fragments weigh more? What? Why? So I was right. About taking both the results of that experiment and the Monokuma bottle's hidden pattern in conjunction. There's only one conclusion you can draw, or at least that's what I think. What do you think? What do you think? That's all up to you. So it's a different bottle? Question mark? I guess. I don't fucking know. What's the other thing she's trying to do? Okay. In fact, the broken bottle I picked up off the floor weighed more than the unbroken bottle. And the Monokuma bottle's hidden pattern. Clearly, there's something significant hidden there. No shit. Is there something else I have to look at? I feel like there is, but I'm not positive. We've gone through all this. Is there something else I need to do that I'm not aware of? What the heck do I still have to do? Anybody have any bright ideas? Cause I got nothing. Just kind of wandering around completely aimlessly at this point. So there's still something to do in here. What was she what else did she tell me to check? Oh. What the fuck? What's this? One of the magazines is upside down. Did someone put it back on the rack wrong?
Ne.
If something stands out, you should give it a closer look. Yeah. I picked up the upside down magazine. And again, flipping through the pages. What the? What? Right around the middle of the magazine, there was a page with a hurriedly scribbled bloody message. Fukawa. Could this be a dying message? So you found it too. Kirigiri, is this a dying message? Probably. It was written with someone's finger. Dying message, yeah, I thought so. However, just for the record, I wasn't the one who initially put it in the rack upside down. When I found it earlier, it was already like that. After examining it, I made sure to put it back exactly the way I found it for anyone else who found it later. Hey, does that say Fukawa? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So she's the killer. She is, isn't she? We don't know that for certain yet. It is for certain. She's our killer. The decisive evidence, we've got her cornered. That's decisive evidence, we got her cornered now. It does look like some pretty decisive evidence. Also feels like a little too blatantly obvious. Has me questioning its legitimacy. Oh, well. Alright. That didn't take long. Shit. Literally half of that was me trying to figure out where the hell to go. Hey. Whoopsies, I dozed off there. You guys' investigation was so dull I couldn't even stay awake. I can do this. Y'all ready? Can I do this? Y'all ready? Okay if I do this? Alright kids, it's class trial time. Hurry your butts over to the usual place. The red door on the first floor of the school zone. Boo-boo-boo, see you soon. We're already out of time? I still haven't had a chance to figure out the sealed room trick. Guess all I can do is hope we can make something of it during the class trial. No, we must. Shit. Alright, here we go. Here goes everything. And there's no one here. Having heard Monokuma summons, everyone slowly gathered in the foyer. When we were all there... Super duper high school fighter, LMAO. Sealed room murder, LMAO. What are you doing? I just realized how awesome acronyms are. It doesn't matter how depressing something is, throw an LMAO in there and suddenly it's bright and happy. It doesn't work like that, you asshole. For example, we found a decomposing body at our picnic, LMAO. That's just creepy, dude. Then what about the other way around? Doesn't matter how happy something is. Doesn't matter how happy something is, throw an FML in there and suddenly it's dark and depressing. For example, I hope I can make a whole bunch of friends, FML. You're right, that is sad, dude. Please board the elevator back of the room, LMAO. I'll go on ahead and meet you there, FML. What's that all about? Beats the hell out of me, dude. Says the one who beat the hell out of Sakura. How can you be so happy-go-lucky knowing you've killed another human being? Not really all that happy-go-lucky. Anywho, I didn't kill anyone either, dude! I'm innocent. Don't call me a murderer. Oh, really? Either way, we'll know soon enough. There's no changing the fact that someone among us is the culprit. The one who killed Ogami. She was stronger than any of us, and yet her murderer is here, somewhere in this room. I am innocent. How many times do I have to say it before it's the thick skull of hers? There's no changing the fact that someone among us is the culprit. First the Justice Robo-crap, and now this? Seriously, I didn't kill anyone, dude. I don't get it. How can they keep a straight face knowing they're murderers?
No.
Staying here isn't going to accomplish anything. Let's go. Alright, saving. We are saving, we are saving, we are saving. Alright, let's do it. It's time to go. Put this case to rest. With my own words at my back, I took a step toward the elevator. With each step forward, I felt like I was drifting further and further away from my goal, like a creeping fear building up within, causing me to slowly rot away from the inside out. It was a feeling I would never grow accustomed to, no matter how many times I had to face it. In silence, the other members boarded the elevator. And the door creaked shut. It began its descent. It sank, letting off a slow, mechanical rumble, deeper and deeper into the earth it drew. And, as it always did, there was, with no sign of warning, came to a stop. The doors opened. What color is it this time? Oh, okay. Egyptian. Nice touch. Well, looks like we're down to 6. So few, so lonely. What are you talking about? This is all your fault. Is it going to be even lonelier after this class trial? Or is it going to be the end of the academic coliseum? Let's get this party started. Go find the seat with your name on it. And then, for the 4th time, the curtain rose on a trial for life and a judgment for death. The judgment of death, deception in life and treachery in death, betrayal for life and betrayal for death, the riddles of life and the mystery of death, justification for life and the rationalization of death, faith in life and trust in death, the class trial to live or the class trial to die. All right. With half the cast as suspects, can our hero solve the mystery of Sakura Ogami's seemingly impossible sealed room murder? It's kind of dope. Oh shit! I only have 1 SP. Alright, what are these other skills that I got? Vocabulary increases the maximum number of bullets you can hold. Huh. I feel like that's actually kind of viable. Deep in thought, slightly increases the time limit of each phase. I feel like I don't need that. Increases the maximum concentration by 2 points. Increases the maximum influence by 2 points. Decreases crosshair drift. Reduces the rate in which the concentration gauge depletes. Increases the damage dealt when you obliterate an assertion. I feel like I should equip this, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna go. Let's do it. Court is now in session. God, everyone's dead. Let's start off with a simple explanation. You guys both determine the trial's outcome. Finger the true villain, and only the villain gets punished. But make the wrong accusation, and everyone else gets punished, leaving your deceiver to graduate free and clear. Let's see, where should we begin? We know who the killer is already. Whoa! Getting some major deja vu here. Sakura was killed by one of you three, so okay. You creep. I had nothing to do with it. But yeah, dude, I wouldn't kill anyone, dude. No excuses. Seems pretty confident that one of those three is the killer. Or confident has to have some sort of evidence supporting it. One of you three killed Sakura. Why do you think we did it? Had motives. All three of you hated Sakura. Not even worth justifying the rebuttal. Just because of that? What the fuck?! Break. I love how it just broke the fucking title screen because my emulator's fucking up. Okay. Break the title screen every time. Works, whatever. The reason you suspect the three of them Asahina is because of Ugami inviting them to the rec room, right? Exactly. Right before she was killed, too. There's no doubt about it. One of them is the murderer. Asahina is right in thinking three of them are suspicious. So does that mean one of them is the killer? Curry's trash. I had you to meet with her. How is that not suspicious? One of you three must be the culprit. I admit I received her invitation, but I did not go. Me neither. I didn't go. Or nah. Stop breaking the title screen, goddammit. Hagakure, you dropped a small piece of paper while we were talking earlier, didn't you? With red polka dots on it. What is this all of a sudden, dude? Red polka dots? The same pattern as the wrapper on the candy I gave Sakura. Well, you see, as soon as the storeroom opened, I took the entire box with that candy in it back to my room. There's no more candy like that left there. I raised the question, where did you get that candy, Hagakure? We've only gotten it from Sakura. Well, it's true that Ogre gave it to me. Happened a while ago, so it's nothing to do with this. When did she give it to you? Last time you saw Ugami, Hagakure, was we were in infirmary. Asahina, wasn't it? So, she gave it to me before then, dude. No, that's not possible. I've only have gotten the candy from the Ugami after the situation in the infirmary. The reason for that is... Hagakure, what you're claiming doesn't make sense. Asahina didn't give Ugami any of her candy until after they left the infirmary. The last time you came in contact with Ugami was in the infirmary. You couldn't have that wrapper. Oh, look at that. Well, yeah, I saw her. Me and Ogre met in the rec room. You got a problem with that? What are you getting mad about? But that's all I did, dude. I didn't do anything. Please believe me. That's suspicious. You're the suspicious one, dude. Are you getting... Again, why are you getting mad? My anger's justified, man. You're the culprit, Kawa, and I've got proof, too. What proof? What proof? Her shining message, dude. What's shining about it? The bloody message left at the scene that said Fukawa, right? A dying message, dude. That's what you called it when Mai did it. Hey, I saw that too. See? Kawa's the killer, dude. What are you talking about? I didn't do it. You don't know when to give up, do ya? Slow down a bit, Hagakure. Can you tell me when exactly you saw that dying message? Huh? I'm pretty sure it was when we found Ogre's body, dude. And that would have it be after all, Asahina refused to let you investigate the crime scene. Which means that you would have... That would have been your only chance to see the dying message. Hold on. Kirigiri first found the magazine of the dying message. It was... When you found the magazine, Kirigiri, it was in the magazine rack, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I took the magazine from the rack and found the dying message inside after we began our investigation, that is. Which means your testimony doesn't add up, Hagakure. Doesn't add up. Once you learn math, dude, everything adds up just fine. It very clearly doesn't. Kirigiri found the dying message during her investigation. That contradicts Hagakure's claim. Because of fucking dead people. What? Oh, okay, this is... Okay, this is when I have to absorb shit. Yeah. Kure claims to have seen the dying message when we discovered Igami's body, but where was the magazine then? Okay, found Ogre's body and then put that with the rack. What? Oh, okay, I'm supposed to... Yeah, gotcha. I'm very bad with order of these things. In case you couldn't tell. Yoink. Ah, wrong thing. Shut the fuck up. I'd really appreciate it if you'd stop breaking the title screen, but... When we found Ugami's body, the magazine was inside the rack. Kirigiri didn't take it out of the rack until after we began investigating. Therefore, you couldn't have seen the dying message. Hagakure, you weren't in the room. Hagakure, tell you the truth, when did you really see that dying message? Hold on, don't change the subject. When I saw it isn't the issue. What matters is Ogre's flying sausage says... Flying sausage? Says Kawa's the culprit, dude, no doubt about it. There's so much wrong with that. Don't even know where to start. That's what he's going for. First off, was the dying message really even actually written by Ugami? Say what? Of course she wrote it, dude. There's no question Ogre wrote it, dude. Ogre 100%, absolutely, undoubtedly wrote it. I saw it. I said it, so it has to be true, dude. Has to be true? No, that's wrong. Yagami definitely did not write it. Oh, shit. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh. Tempo up. Shit, hang on. Oh, it's negative time, that's why. Yoink. What a sack and a dipshit. There's no chance Yagami wrote that dying message. Written with someone's finger. But both her hands were wiped perfectly clean, not even a drop of blood on her fingers. Really? And who did write the dying message? Perhaps Hagakure planted it there. Explains how he knew about it. Yes, that's correct. Whoa, he admitted it? Thought that might have been the case. Why would you plant fake evidence? Well, you see... Ah? Cause I killed Ogre. Hagakure killed Ogami? Will you hear me out? Will you listen to my final words? Like it said into an Ogre's note, Ogre. Went to the rec room just before lunch. And you just went like it was no big deal? You're an imbecile. So I showed up, dude, and... My apologies for making you wait. I'm expecting others. No bigs. Would you like a piece of candy? It would help you relax. It would be my pleasure. That Ogre didn't really say anything else, and the silence started wearing on me, dude. Then, out of nowhere, Ogre started whispering to herself. This is the end. Today, it ends. I put an end to everything. When I heard that, it hit me. Ogre was planning to kill me. He was gonna kill me and get out of this place. I flipped, man, and then saw it opening, so I grabbed one of the Monokuma bottles on the cabinet and clocked her with it. Notice how the locker door's shut? I took her by surprise, dude, whacking her with a good one, hard thunk. She went limp and never moved again. Finally realizing what I'd done, I knew I'd be executed if I didn't do something. So I wrote Fukawa in blood in the magazine on the table and got right the hell out of there. You little, there's a special circle in hell for people like you. That's everything that happened, dudes. Do anything you want with me, I'll take it. Not just planning to do anything. We're going to execute you for murdering Sakura. We can cast our ballots now, right? We've got our culprit right here. I don't believe Hagakure's done testifying yet. Huh? What do you mean not done? What do you mean not done? What he's told us so far doesn't explain everything he did. Until everything's been explained, he can't stop asking questions. Hagakure's testimony doesn't explain why, after writing the dying message, he... Now that you mention it, you never explained why you hid the magazine, did you, Hagakure? Huh? When we found the body, the magazine with the dying message had been returned to the rack. Why would you intentionally make it more difficult to find? That defeats the purpose of the red herring. Actually, about that, I didn't hide it anywhere. I left it right there on the table. What? Liar, he must be lying. Having already confessed to the murder, I can't imagine he'd start lying now. he's telling the truth? Which means someone other than Hagakure put that magazine back in the rack. Which means he's not the only person who was in the wreck room around the time of the murder. More than likely, that hypothesis is exactly right. And who else was there? Assuming they're the person who hid the magazine, that would make them someone who would be inconvenienced if it were discovered. The inconvenience if the dying message were discovered. It was Fukawa, wasn't it? Right? I mean, who else would be inconvenienced by a dying message other than the person whose name is on it? Is it true? Did you go into the rec room too? But why would I? No, forget about that. None of this even matters. We already know who the killer is. He even confessed to killing her. Yes, it's true. I did it. No, you didn't. What are you doing speaking for him? Yes, Hagakure struck Ugami with the bottle. That's not where this case ends. It doesn't end there? What do you mean? He means Hagakure isn't the murderer. Well, what are you talking about? That's not possible. In that case, why don't we have him recount his testimony for us? That should make it abundantly clear that he is not the culprit in this case. What do you want me to do? Just tell us exactly what you told us before about when you attacked Ugami. Not sure what the point of all this is, but you got it, dude. The case isn't over yet. Hagakure isn't the killer. And I need to prove it to everyone else. Sugiri's testimony, Ugami's body, Ugami's shoe. Crack her upside the head. One of the Monokuma bottles on the cabinet. One good hard thunk from behind. When you say one good hard thunk, you're saying you only struck her once, right? Just hit her once, dude. I did it, I broke the bottle. My nose went limp. See, it's settled. Hagakure is the culprit. Alright, hang on, I'm just trying to figure out which I need to put. Okay, so yeah, it's Ugami's body. I missed. Oh, you fucking... Fuck! Alright, hang on. Yeah, I don't think Hagakure did it because he can't fight out of his way out of a fucking paper bag, let's be honest. What? Did I say something wrong? What? Oh, there's a contradiction. What? Am I supposed to... From Sugiri's testimony? I'm so confused. There it is, okay. Breaking the title screen once again. Fukami died from Hagakure's blow. Doesn't explain why she had 2 wounds on her head. Huh? 2 wounds? Yes, she had 2 wounds on her head. So says the woman who makes a habit of touching every corpse she comes across. See no reason to doubt her. But I only hit her once, so why did she have 2 wounds on her head? Because she was actually struck twice with the Monokuma bottle each time. Hold on a second, how can you tell all that just by looking at the wounds on her head? Not only that she was struck twice, but both were with Monokuma bottles. Wounds aren't the only evidence I have. Monokuma bottles seem supported as well. There's something obviously not right about the Monokuma bottles I found there. When you realize that, you'll know why she had to have been struck twice with 2 Monokuma bottles. Back to the rec room right after the incident, there were 4 bottles in the cabinet, right? In addition, there was a single bottle's worth of shards and 1 Monokuma figure on the floor. The bottle Hagakuri broke when he struck Nagami, isn't it? In other words, there were 4 full Monokuma bottles and a single bottle's worth of shards at the scene. However, there should have been 6 Monokuma bottles, 1's missing. How do you know that there were a total of 6 bottles? Easy. Look at the pattern hidden in the set of bottles and you'll understand. The pawn, a rook, a knight, a bishop. The pattern is in the item the Monokuma figure is holding. Oh god. Chess piece. Not that. Where's the S? Chess. Damn it. That's right, the chess pieces. Every single one of the Monokuma figures in the bottle is holding a chess piece. King, rook, bishop, pawn. They're all needed chess pieces. They're all indeed all chess pieces. And the figure in the broken bottle was holding a knight. Where are you going with this? That seemed to be very familiar with chess, then allow me to explain. There are a total of 6 different pieces in chess. King, queen, rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. However, at the scene there was only the king, the rook, the bishop, and the knight on the floor. Oh, so there's no figure holding a queen. Exactly. There were only 5 Monokuma bottles at the crime scene, 1 fewer than there should have been. What? How does all this stuff matter? About chess matter? We're in Japan, so it should be shogi, dude. Precisely not what I'm trying to say is, sure, there may be a bottle missing. However, it's thinking that this murder, not one bit. Maybe one had already gone missing before the murder. Nope, the missing Monokuma bottle is very clearly connected to this case. In what way? Consider the state of the missing Monokuma bottle. Have to be, and it should be obvious. Did it just say aroused? Was one of those options aroused? In all likelihood, the missing Monokuma bottle was broken into pieces. How do you know that? Because there was evidence left behind. Evidence? Evidence suggesting there wasn't a single broken bottle at the scene. What evidence? Yoink. Earlier, Kirigiri and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of an unbroken Monokuma bottle to that of the fragments scattered on the floor. And what we found is the fragments weighed more. The reason for that being, there was more than 1 bottle's worth of fragments at the scene. In other words, 2 Monokuma bottles were broken at the scene, but someone disposed of one of the figures in some sort of and some of the bottle fragments. Though whoever it was mistakenly left too many fragments on the floor. Admittedly, it would be difficult to get exactly the right amount. But why would they need to get rid of some of the bottle fragments? Because they hold some bearing on this case. No doubt about it, the disposed of bottle. There's no doubt the disposed of bottle is somehow connected to the murder somehow. Translations was used for the second attack. The disposed of bottle. Oh, the disposed of bottle. Okay. I thought they were trying to say the disposed bottle. And then, okay. I'm just bad at grammar and I'm tired. Alright. The disposed of bottle was used in the second attack on Ugami. Ignore my blatant idiocy there. I'm tired of shit right now. The 2 wounds on Ugami's head, the 2 broken bottles. Taking both into consideration, there's only one conclusion you can draw. By getting rid of only one bottle's fragments, the culprit made it look like there had been one attack. In which case, the person who struck her second would have had to have been someone other than Hagakure. Isn't that right, Fukawa? There's also the fact that you hid the magazine, making it very likely you were at the scene. Wait, so maybe she was attacked the second time. But where's the evidence that I'm the one who did it? It's no question, you're the culprit, dude. You're not just saying it was you who did it? I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes. I'm just that kind of guy, dude. Plus, I remembered something that seals the deal. On the off chance there might be something to it, we'll hear you out. Just after I received the ogre's invitation, I was kind of wigging out about everything, so I went up there early and staked out the rec room. A little bit earlier, I saw Kawa go into the rec room. Kawa go into the rec room? Ogre showed up, went in not long after. Since I thought Kawa was in there too, I was feeling a little better about things that went on in by myself, but Ogre was the only one there. Kawa had vanished into thin air, dude. Why would you wait until now to tell us something so vital? I was in so much shock about having committed a murder, dude, I completely forgot about it. Someone go find this fool with his marbles. Yo, Kawa, where'd you disappear to? You're confusing me for someone else. I didn't go into the rec room. Maybe she didn't disappear, but she was just hiding somewhere in the rec room. What? I wasn't hiding in the rec room. Why would I do that? Well, what's wrong with you making all of these baseless accusations? You are cursed vermin? Her accusations aren't baseless. Kawa's hiding in the rec room. Traces she left in a certain location are all the evidence I need to prove it. New elements. Oh boy. Now what? Up to this point, you haven't had to put much thought into the kill shot, just pressing the triangle button and bang. From this point on, however, you will have to deduce the proper piece of ammunition needed to make your kill shot. Huh? You can rotate your cylinder with the L button, just like in the non-stop debate. As with debates, if your logic is... I'm not on gentle. Pray for your health and safety as the story approaches its second act. I wish you the best of luck. Over and out. Do I have to do a second? Christ. Alright. Let's go. Let's do it. Or nah. Why is this? Fire the kill shot. Yoink.
I don't know why it was fucking me up halfway through that. Were you aware that handprints had been left in the rec room's locker? In all likelihood, someone was hiding in that locker, and that's when they left those handprints. Do you recognize them, Fukawa? No, I don't. Now let's compare your hands with these handprints. That should tell us just what we want to know. Don't waste my time, Fukawa. Give me a straight answer. Yes, they're my handprints. Jesus Christ! Whoa, down without a fight, dude? Then it was you who killed Sakura too, wasn't it? No way, I would never. The truth. I killed her. I killed her, probably. And then again, not even a struggle. And again, not even a struggle. What do you mean, probably? Fukawa, would you tell us in detail what happened between you and Ugami? Yeah, I'm about to say 100%, it's also not Fukawa because of that poison. Speak. When I saw Ugami's invitation, I decided I would show up a little early. There's no saying what she'd have done if I didn't come, but I was still scared to face her directly, so I figured I'd sneak in before she got there, and then I hid inside the locker. Did you by any chance see everything? Like, the part where I clocked Ogre? And the part where you fabricated that dying message using my name? Oh, this is kinda awkward, dude. So as soon as I saw you were gone, got out of the locker, put the magazine onto the rack, into the rack. When you did, you accidentally put it back upside down, didn't you? Don't blame me, I was in a hurry. Imbeciles, every last one of you. Never mind that, why'd you attack Sakura? Right after I put the magazine back, I heard it sounded like a beast snarling behind me. Then when I turned around... Yeah! There was Ugami, covered in blood, glaring at me. I passed out in front of the magazine rack because of the blood. So, I don't remember what happened after that. Only she can tell you. By she, does she mean... Oh boy. Yahoo! I've made my glorious entrance. So you're behind all of this? My behind? My white knight's behind? When two behinds collide, we'll reach new heights. Do not speak unless spoken to. Sakura, Ugami. Well, to start, and this is important, me and Little Miss Gloomy don't share the same memory. As a result, I'm not sure exactly what happened. All I know is I was catching some primo Z's and someone had the tenacity to start freaking shaking me. Is it my prince, I wondered? I had opened my eyes. And wowzers! Splatter everywhere, scared the pants right off of me. I was so scared. I smacked her with a nearby bottle. I mean, come on, that was scary. Sakura was just concerned about you, and yet, how awful. She's the freaking awful one. Thanks to her, I killed my first non-man hunk. And after that, you disposed of the Monokuma bottle fragments to get rid of the evidence. If I'm going down, I want to be riding my white knight's corpse, not because I killed some chick. Go off and die in an empty, meaningless death somewhere, alone. Okay. It just wasn't anyone's lucky day. The stars were aligned in all the wrong ways. I mean, really, Ogre normally have no problem brushing off a hit from a silly little bottle. As tough as she may be, she had yet to recover from the damage Hagakuri's attack inflicted. Well, not sure what to say, but hey, that's great news, dude. I didn't actually kill Ogre. Great news. Does he have any idea how terrible this must sound to Asahina? Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Anyway, that's settled it. Come on, let's cast our ballots. What? I totally expected her to go off on Hagakure. Yep. Yep. God fucking damn it. Come on, what's the holdup, guys? You know what to do. Cast your ballots. No, there's still more. Huh? More? More what? Fucking hell, Asahina. Did nothing strike you as off about Fukawa's story? No, it had to have. There's no way it couldn't have. What do you mean off? That was Hagakuri's attack, then Fukawa's attack. But the case doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Oh wait, Fukawa, give us your testimony one more time until everything that happened after you passed out. Airheaded as these Nimrods may be, even tiny. Why did I just say tiny? I am tired. I'm sorry. I am extremely tired right now, and I am very upset. Even they should be able to catch on, hearing it a second time. Roger, darling. There's still more to the case. Does that make the culprit? God damn it, Asahina. Figures testimony, Ugami's body, Ugami's shoe. I feel like it's the shoe. Just catching some Z's. Ogre shook me awake. That's not what I meant to do. Woke up in front of the magazine rack. Seen Ogre all bloody, you freak. You bashed her with the Monokuma bottle, didn't you? You got it. Ogre got bored. Ogre got bored. Where did you strike, Ogami? Same place I woke up. You're behind the magazine rack. Up against his brother, the second blow is actually what ended Ugami's life. Recall, however, Ugami passed away there, didn't she? Okay, so it's the body. Okay. That was fucking creepy. Damn it. Okay, I gotta get rid of that first. My heart hurts. My heart hurts really bad. Ugami passed away sitting on the couch. If the blow she suffered in front of the magazine rack was the cause of her death, then how'd she get there? About time you realized. Easy, that homicidal maniac is lying. You really knocked the ogre while she was sitting down, didn't you? Well, how about it? No, she was undoubtedly struck in front of the rack. Anyone who saw the scene would agree with me. That's right about that. Some pretty clear evidence that she was attacked from the magazine rack. She was attacked near the magazine rack. The blood in front of the rack was all the evidence she needed that. Couldn't Genocider have just moved Ogre's body after killing her? That way it looked like I was the killer, just since she was sitting down when I whacked her? Whoa, whoa, hold your horses. I can't carry anything heavier than these Geneciders. There's no effing way I could have moved that monstrous mass of muscle. Then what the hell, dude? So, are you still going to try to tell me there isn't anything else to this case? But besides, we still haven't answered this murder's biggest question, how the sealed room was constructed. Until we solve that mystery, we can't say we've solved this case. How she constructed the sealed room? Easy! The killing Sakura, Fukawa got back into the locker. I gotcha, she was hiding in the locker until you guys broke the seal. Then she took advantage of the confusion to slip out of the locker and into the crowd. No, I don't think that's how it happened. Fukawa couldn't have been hiding in the locker until he broke the seals because... You were in there with us, Asahina. Before I broke the rec room door's window, you would have seen that the locker was already open. There's no way Fukawa could have been hiding in there between then and when we broke into the room. Then where was she hiding, dude? Beats me. Anyway, what's all this about a sealed room? You're the culprit, man. How could you not know? Maybe like I'm not the culprit or something? You're lying. She isn't lying. As I've been saying, there's still more to this case. But if Genocider ain't the culprit, that means the blow to the head isn't what killed Ogre? Yeah, cause have you seen Ogre? And what of it? There isn't any more other explanation for how she died. Are you sure you haven't just overlooked some other possibility? Some other possibility? Assuming her cause of death is something else, it would have to be...
What did kill her? I need to see how this goes. No other possibilities. Cause of death. The wound on her head and nothing else. So it's back to being on me? I need to figure out how this goes. There are any clues as to her cause of death. Only one place that could be written. Okay, yeah. So I have to I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm really, really not happy. And you know, it's funny, because I was actually thinking this entire time while playing this game, I feel like the way that Aoi would die is via her killing Ugami, or Ugami killing her. The Monokuma file says that Ugami had vomited blood. Could that possibly have something to do with how she died? There were even traces of it left on her corpse. She could have just bit her cheek or her tongue to hit on the head. If she had just bitten herself, the Monokuma file surely would not have said she had vomited blood. Furthermore, there weren't any cuts or bites. Cut or bite wounds inside her mouth. You investigated that closely? Damn, girl, you must love you some dead bodies. It's not the dead bodies I'm interested in, for solving mysteries. But dude, if she didn't bite the inside of her mouth, then what made her puke blood? It would have to be something that occurred internally. Chances are, Sakura Ogami was murdered by poisoning. She was poisoned? Precisely. Don't waste your time questioning it. After all, I'm the one who reached that conclusion. Hot. Die. She was poisoned? That's stupid. Don't believe me? Then allow me to explain just how the culprit got Ugami to take that poison. Think you can explain it? Damn right I do. Get started. Silence! All of you, listen quietly. My white knight speaks. You're the loudest of everyone, man. The key to this mystery lay in the chemistry lab on the 4th floor. Huh? Not the rec room? That means I could have found it too. The kind of fool who throws up a white flag at being evicted from the scene would never do such a thing. Well, you're not wrong. There's a large cabinet in the chemistry lab in which a plethora of chemicals and reagents are stored. I found this there. Is that poison? It's not a particularly potent poison. If you ingest it, you'll die well enough. But the properties of the poison are irrelevant. It what matters where I found this container. Where was it? In the Chem Lab. The Chem Lab cabinet is divided into 3 sections, labeled A, B, and C, respectively. Cabinet A contains nutrients, B, reagents, and C, poisons and other hazardous chemicals. Then you found that poison in Cabinet C, right? Oh, did I now? I think I know where Togami found that poison. As I recall, I found that bottle in the same cabinet with the nutrients and stuff. Oh, I mean, it was in Cabinet A. Speaking of A+. That bottle of poison was inside Cabinet A, wasn't it? Huh? I thought Cabinet A was supposed to be for nutrients and stuff like that. Curious, isn't it? Why would a bottle of poison have found its way into Cabinet A with the nutrients? Why indeed, dude? Because this is a byproduct of the culprit switching things around. Well, what do you mean? This is what I mean. Couldn't believe my eyes. Togami had brought the bottle of poison to his lips. What? My white knight? We could do nothing but stand there and watch the unexpected series of events unfold before our eyes. But the man at the center of it all just pressed forward, his usual calm demeanor unbroken. Disgusting. I don't know how to say that. My white knight's in trouble. You need some water, quick. Just drinking the powder's gotta be hell in your throat. Dumbass, you need to make him barf up the poison first. That taste does make me want to vomit. High quality, my ass. Huh? What you talking about, dude? Protein. What else? Protein? Togami, pass that bottle, please. Certainly, by all means. Kirigiri took the bottle from Togami.
and scooped a bit of the powder out with her finger. Put it in her mouth. This is protein. Huh? Indeed, there wasn't poison in that bottle with protein powder. Conversely, where did the poison that should have been in that bottle end up? There was protein powder in the poison bottle, so flipping things around, what container was the poison in? I have to do this again? Shit. Protein. No, that's not what I meant to click. Could the poison have been put into a protein container? Since there was protein powder in the poison bottle, isn't it possible the opposite is also true? Exactly. The protein container and the poison bottle had their respective contents swapped. Protein powder was placed in the poison bottle and the poison powder into the protein container. That in mind, shouldn't be hard to see how the culprit got Ogami to ingest the poison. For real? By giving Ogami a certain something found at the scene of the crime, they got her to take the poison. Something at the scene of the crime. That's the protein container. The thing that the culprit gave Ogami a protein container? Not just any protein container, one with poison inside. Huh? That's how they got her to ingest the poison, and that's her real cause of death. Oh yeah, dude, Ogre did like to talk about how protein can cure anything. So after she took those blows to the head, she decided to take some protein to help her get better. But the container she was given had poison in it, not protein. And I know exactly who it was that performed the swap. Seriously, who did it, dude? There's clear evidence as to who did it and left in the chemistry lab. Like, what could only be that? Things we found in front of the cabinets. The footprints left in front of the Chem Lab's cabinets. That's the evidence you're saying points to the protein who switched the poison to protein, isn't it? When I visited the chemistry lab this morning, there was no such footprints there, which means they were left around at the time of the murder and therefore connected to this case. Furthermore, the footprints were in front of the cabinet where A, the protein-filled the poison bottle was found. In all likelihood, the culprit accidentally left them when performing the exchange in cabinet A. And with the footprints as clear as those, it simply has to determine who's the murderer. Go ahead and check everyone's shoes right here, right now. That will tell us exactly. They're mine. Yep. Those footprints, they're mine. Asahina? You're gonna figure it out anyway. I'm better off just telling you myself. Then the one who killed Ogre was... Yes, I did. I killed Sakura. I suspected as much. God damn it! No matter how you look at it, those footprints were made with tennis shoes. The only people who were here who wear tennis shoes Kin and I are the only ones. I get it, so that's why you... Yep. And chances are these footprints belong to you, don't they? No, they don't. Give me your shoes and their foot size. The footprints weren't yours, in The only other possibility was Hina. And while we're on the subject, since the class trial began, Asahina has been acting rather unusual. She's been pushing unusually hard to get us to cast our ballots. She wanted us to rush her decision so the blame for her crime would fall on someone else. Damn it. I can't believe that. So unbelievable about it. I mean, Asahina and Ogre were good friends. That's exactly what gave her this chance. Ugami wouldn't even bat an eye at protein given to her by her good friend Asahina. Asahina exploited their so-called friendship. She used it to deceive the victim, Ugami, and continued using it to try to deceive us as well. One hell of a dirty trick you pulled, Asahina. Is it true, Asahina? Did you really kill Ugami, and if so, why? Why would you do that? When I found Sakura in the rec room, I heard her head all hurt and bloody. She asked me to bring her some protein, but then I was in the kid line going to get it for her, and then the idea just popped into my head. Could kill her now, you thought, didn't you? So you swapped the 2 bottles' contents and gave her the protein and the poison in it. I did Sakura, she drank it all in one big gulp, and she... Hold on. I can't accept that. God, don't tell me you're brought into this whole she wouldn't kill her friend nonsense too. Have you still not gotten it through your thick skull? This game does not operate with your ideals. Naive dogmas like friendship hold no ground here. This is a game of wits, of securing a spot at the top of the hill. There's not one person who could sacrifice himself for another. In the end, every man thinks only of himself. Just as that woman sacrificed Ugami for her own sake. Be as it may, still can't accept it. You're still holding out? Don't get me wrong, I'm not being sentimental here. I simply can't accept that the certain questions have been left unanswered. You mean the sealed room? Asahina, if you truly are the culprit, then tell me this. How did you construct that sealed room? Well, who cares about that? Just because I'm the killer doesn't mean I have to come clean about everything. I'm not saying that, but I am curious as to the reason you can't tell us. Don't tell me you're trying to say Asahina isn't the murderer. And if I am, preposterous. Knowing she swapped the protein and poison, there's no doubt. There's no room left for doubt. Can you really be so sure about that? Even ignoring the facts, I don't want to believe it. It still strikes me as a little bit odd. What's odd about it? I mean, like, why wouldn't she do anything about such obvious footprints? It's kind of, how should I say, a little too obvious. I agree. It's almost like she's asking us to suspect her. Well, I was just so nervous I didn't realize that I had left footprints. You didn't realize? Yeah, it's the truth. What more do you want from me? Yeah, Asahina, would you mind going into a little bit more detail about you switched the protein to poison? You know, something just hit me. Asahina has been depressed since, like, the beginning of the last chapter. Keep that in mind. Asahina has been straight up depressed since the beginning of the last chapter. So what if she's trying to get us to cast our ballots real quick, because if we get it wrong, everyone except the killer dies. So what if this is her way of trying to just put an end to it? But when you switch the protein with the poison, but why? It's not necessary. Asahina, I'm asking you to. Fine. Do whatever you want. Sorry, obviously she's our culprit. If it's... Oh! Let it be known, if it's not Asahina and it's Togami, I will be 110% happy. There are no other suspects. Nobody other than her could have done it. Please begin, Asahina. Start from when you went into the chem lab, if you would. First I went in the cabinet scene and got the poison from there. That's when you spilled the powder in front of the cabinets. Yeah, I grabbed one of the poison bottles from the cabinet and slipped and fell. Got it. Continue. Next, I went into cabinet A and got the protein. That's where I swapped the two. After I swapped them, took the poison-filled protein container with me and left it in the chem lab.
left the Kim lab. I had accidentally left the protein-filled poison bottle in cabinet A, and because of that, I figured it all out. There, that's everything. Hey, Asahina, based on what you just told us, after taking the poison from cabinet C, you went straight to cabinet A to get the protein, didn't you? In other words, you're saying you walked directly from cabinet C to cabinet A, aren't you? Yeah, I am. But in that case, it doesn't add up. Asahina, would you please repeat what you just told us?
What's up, Mackie? You're pretty pushy today, ain't ya?
Goddamn, how long do you plan on dragging this out? Listening to it again isn't going to change anything. How long? That's obvious. Till I've reached the truth. My boy Naegi does not give up worth a damn. My boy Naegi. Footprints, chemical cabinets, spilled powder. Went to cabinet C first. That's where I got the poison. Fill the powder in front of the cabinets. That's how I meant to do. And get footprints. And fell. And what happened next? Cabinet C to cabinet A. What the fuck? The poison-filled protein container and left the tip. That's it. Togami, I'm on to your bitch ass. You can fuck off. I'm on to you, you little shit. Wah. Wah.
私は最初に C の棚に行ってそこから毒薬を取り出したんだよその時棚の前に粉末をまき散らしたのね棚から毒薬を取り出す時に瓶を落としちゃってそれでその後 C の棚から A の棚に移動
Okay, yeah, I just went back to the wrong one. Gotcha. I didn't even notice. I'd switched back. Nana! 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 I disagree. Asahina, first you went to cabinet C to get the poison. That's where you spilled the powder, yes?
Yeah, so?
And then you said after that you walked from cabinet C straight to cabinet A to get the protein. But the footprints left in the Kim lab don't go from cabinet C to cabinet A. That contradicts what you just told us, doesn't it? Huh? Could she have taken the long way around to hide her actual movements? Nope. That's out of the question too. I mean, Asahina just told us. So nervous I didn't realize that I had left footprints. Oi, what's the meaning of this, Asahina? Well, you're lying to us, Asahina. Based solely on the footprints you left, this is what it looks like you did in the chemistry lab. You arrived after the powder had been filled and straight from cabinet A. In other words, it appears as though whatever you did didn't involve you going to cabinet C. You know, what the hell? What's going on? Furthermore, the footprints aren't only the only part of the story you didn't manage to keep straight. What? Before I get into that, I'd like to present a new piece of evidence. Evidence? Preposterous. There couldn't possibly be anything else. But you're the one who gave it to me. I did. It was hidden in here. It's hidden inside the poison bottle you gave me earlier. To overlook something so significant, you made a near fatal mistake there, Togami. Spit it out. What was in the bottle? Here's what I found. Huh? A shard of glass? It's hidden at the bottom of the bottle. When you drank the powder, Togami, a shard of glass rose to the top, allowing me to find it. Until I solved this mystery, you have my gratitude. But shard from? Ah, so you haven't figured it out yet? In that case, Maggie, would you tell him? Tell him for me, would you? Huh? Me? Go on, Maggie, say it. Where did that shard come from? Light blue glass inside the poison bottle. Oh, the thing I broke earlier. That's a piece of the rec room's window, isn't it? The window? I recall noticing the rec room door's window had light blue glass. I broke it earlier. That has to be it. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's exactly what doesn't make any sense. Why would there be a shard of glass from the rec room's window inside the poison bottle? Not seeing the problem. There is a problem, though. According to the testimony Asahina just gave us, based on what Asahina told us, when I broke the rec room's window, the poison bottle would have been in... She left the poison bottle inside cabinet A in the chem lab. That's what you said, isn't it? And yet, despite that, the fact that a shard of glass from the rec room's window was found inside it, mean Hina's been lying? The poison bottle was actually in the rec room. At the very least, it was there until the point the glass was broken until the room was unsealed. But wasn't, there's no explanation as to why there was a glass from the window inside the bottle. Then, after the seal on the room was broken, it was returned to the chem lab. Similarly, the protein container we found in the rec room was more than likely brought there to the room after the room was unsealed after Igami had died. Slow down, you're moving too quickly. I will concede, the poison bottle was likely in the rec room when it was sealed. But you can't be so sure the protein container was brought there after the seal was broken. And then there's the fact that Igami took the poison because it was given to her in the protein container. The protein container wasn't even there. Why did she take the poison? I'll need to go over that. I'll need to go over that as well, yes. But before I do, there's something I'd confirm with everyone first, and that'd be... It has to do with that protein container. After we discovered Igami's corpse, did anyone bump into or kick the container at any point? What's this, some kind of leading question? Never mind that, just answer me. I can't say I recall doing any such thing. I didn't kick it. Me neither. See above. I didn't kick it either. I see, that's all I needed to know. I was right, the protein container was brought into the rec room after the room was unsealed. Enough with the games, how can you be so certain? How can you declare something I don't understand as a fact? If Yagiri's certain about it, there must be some evidence supporting her. Something that proves the protein container was brought to the rec room after the seal was broken. Do I have to do this again? Okay. I thought I was having to do like fucking Dance Dance Revolution shit again. I'm gonna read all over this first. There was no question that the protein container was not in the rec room before the seal was broken. Then you're saying it was brought there after the room was unsealed? No, it's not possible. It was always in the rec room. Before the seal was broken. Huh? It was broken when I broke the window glass. That in mind. Oh shit. I'm confused on what I have to do here. So that's odd. Just wanted to make sure so I didn't lose any unnecessary hearts. You know how there were glass shards scattered around the protein container at the scene? The glass from the window you broke? Yes, what about it? The broken glass wasn't just scattered around the container, but under it as well. What? He is flippin' shit. The fact that there was glass under the container means it has to have been placed there after the window was broken. Which makes it after the room was unsealed. So that's what that was all about. But Girigiri asked if anyone had bumped into the container. It could easily have ended up on top of the glass because someone just accidentally kicked it. I get it, so you were eliminating that possibility ahead of time. As a result, there's no room left for doubt, is there? Only the bottle of poison was in the rec room. It was sealed, but the cooking container was not there. But the two of them were switched after the seal was broken. That way, the protein container in the rec room and the poison bottle in the chemistry lab. That's the case, then why did Ogami take the poison? Are you saying she didn't take it because Asahina gave her the protein container with the poison inside? No, that's not the case. She must have taken the poison straight from the poison bottle. Given that only the poison bottle is in the room and was sealed, the only possible explanation. You're saying she ingested it fully aware that it was poison? That's preposterous, and it's the truth. Explain yourself. No, please explain it to me. First of all, there's something we all need to be clear about. Who took the poison bottle from the chemistry lab and brought it into the rec room? Hina went and got it and she gave it to Ogre, right? Do you think, Naegi? Someone went to the chem lab and got the bottle, poison, brought it back to the rec room. And that was... Ogami. I think Ogami herself did it. Huh? You're saying the victim, Ogre, went and got the poison herself? What are you talking about? She would never... No, she most certainly went into the chemistry lab and to cabinet C where the poison was. That. Liar. You're lying. Why would you lie about something like that? She isn't lying. Kirigiri provided me with the evidence that shows Ogami did pay a visit to cabinet C. I just have to show that to Asahina and get it through her head. She won't be able to deny it. Am I doing this again? Oh my god. 3 times? 3 times! Hang on. Oh shit. Fuck. Fuck. Wait. No. Shit. Okay. I accidentally clicked on my start menu. Damn, that was bad. Tempo up. Oh, this is getting risky. Oh, negative time. Tempo up. Probably the kill shot. Asahina, were you aware that there was some yellow powder found on the top of Ogami's shoe? Her shoe? That's this right here. As I recall, the spilled powder in the chem lab. It was yellow too, was it not? So, it's not unreasonable to infer that the powder on her foot is the same powder spilled in the chem lab. Why would there be powder from the chem lab on her foot? On top of her foot, too? That could be because she was there in the chem lab when the powder was spilled. What I'm saying is, I believe it was Ogami herself who spilled that powder by cabinet C. She dropped the bottle, the powder spilled away from her, so she was able to avoid the majority of it. But some of the powder must have gotten picked up and stuck on her shoe. Adds up, doesn't it? Which begs the question, why did Ogami go to cabinet C? The only reasonable answer being that she was there for the poison. Oh, what else is in that cabinet? No, you're wrong. It was me. I brought her the poison. Because I'm the one who killed her. No, you didn't kill her. The culprit, the murderer, taking into consideration both the truth behind the poison and the still unsolved sealed room. There's only one person it could be. I knew there was a reason I could target the dead people. Ugami was killed by Ugami herself. What did you say? Ugami herself is the culprit? So you're saying it was suicide? That's crazy talk. Crazier than people who jump off buildings thinking they can fly. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I don't even want to believe it. But if you look at all things like that, all pieces fall into place. Ugami retrieved the poison herself, and she ingested it of her own will, put an end to her own life. And then, there's the sealed room. It makes perfect sense why we couldn't figure it out. It would be because it was constructed by the victim herself. The sealed room was constructed from the inside by Ugami herself. She likely sealed the room off to prevent anyone from interfering with her when she put the poison into her life. Though the seal in the rec room was broken, the poison bottle was inside the room. After the seal was broken, someone removed it. That was you, Asahina, wasn't it? Everything you did was to steer our investigation off track, am I right? When we discovered Ugami's body, we were just standing by the door. Okay, but see, the question is no one going to be punished, or is Monokuma going to be an asshole? That's what I'm scared about. Is Monokuma going to be a dick? Sandbar, because you already knew she was dead, as well as the fact the poison bottle was there on the floor by the entrance. When you picked up the bottle, isn't it? While Kirigiri and I were distracted, me shocked by Ugami's death and her busy checking for a pulse. Plus, thinking back on now, your behavior then was a little peculiar. I gotta go get them. Gotta go get everyone else. Seemed to staggered out of the rec room. You said you were going to get everyone else, however your true destination was the chem lab where you could exchange the containers. You arrived at the lab and you went straight for cabinet A for the protein restored. Filled the empty poison bottle of protein, and left just the empty protein container. Then you would explain then explain the footprints too. After that, you rushed in to go get the others, returning to the rec room. I brought them. Whoa, ogre! Well, looky here, Big Gill's gone bye-bye. I see, Ugami's been murdered. And while everyone's eyes were on Ugami's body, you quietly set the protein container on the floor. Should have realized it then and there. Normally, you would have rushed over to Ugami's body before any of the rest of us, Asahina. In this situation, you would have not have left Ugami's side. Ugami committed suicide, and you planted fake evidence to hide that fact. As long as you could keep the truth from coming out, you didn't care if you, yourself, became a suspect. That's why you didn't do anything about the footprints in the chem lab or the protein-filled poison bottle. You intentionally left incriminating pieces of evidence for us to find. So you're saying Asahina tampered with the scene to make it look like she was the killer? No, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong! I'm the killer, I murdered Sakura! It's enough, Asahina, it's all over. No, it's not over. It is over! No, we have to end it. We have to put an end to this. Alright. Let's do it. feel like Asahina's still gonna get executed. And I'm preparing myself for this right now. Because it's based on this manga, it's addressing her as the criminal. So I feel like she's going to get murdered. Asahina's gonna get executed, and I'm very scared about that. I have a huge feeling that Monokuma's not gonna just let this slide. The case began with Ugami inviting 3 people to meet her in the rec room. Hagakure, Fukawa, and Togami. Of the 3 of them, Fukawa was the first into the rec room. Arriving before anyone else, she hid herself somewhere in the room. Her hiding place was inside of the rec room locker. And there, she watched as Ugami entered the room. The next person into the rec room was Hagakure. Stingly assuming Ugami intended to kill him, he freaks out. Instinctively grabbing one of the nearby Monokuma bottles and attacking with it. Believing himself to have just accidentally murdered Ugami, Hagakure set work planting a red herring. Saw the magazine lying on the table, and wrote a certain person's name in it, intending it as a fake dying message. Fukawa. By writing her name in the magazine, he attempted to shift the blame for his crime onto her. But Fukawa herself had borne witness to the whole thing from inside the locker. She stepped out of the locker, retrieved the fake evidence, and returned it to the magazine rack. However, in doing so, she slipped up. She put the magazine in the rack, she put it back upside down. Moments later, Ugami regained consciousness and appeared before Fukawa. And she passed out at the sight of the blood on Ugami's face. As a result, her Genocidal show personality gained control. And when she woke up, she was once again greeted by Ugami's blood-covered face. As you'd expect, she freaked out. Damn, she got hit twice and killed herself. That's really upsetting. This is the Hagakure then. She grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Ugami with it. This explains why she had 2 wounds on her head. Believing herself to have just killed Ugami, Genocider got to work disposing of the evidence. The fucking leg spin. She collected the broken bottle fragments and the Monokuma figure holding the queen. With that, Ugami had been struck twice with the same weapon. But despite that, she was still alive. So here's the question. What was her true cause of death? The answer? Poison she herself took from the chem lab. She sealed the rec room from the inside, preventing anyone from entering, and then took the poison, ending her own life. Next, we found her corpse. I broke the window at the rec room's door and breaking the seal on the unit at the same time. However, someone there already knew that Ugami committed suicide. They snuck out with the poison bottle, and then replaced it with a protein container while nobody was looking. Doing so, they brought suspicion onto themselves to lead us away from the truth during the class trial. The person who did all of this. Ah, man. My baby! It was you, Asahina. And that is the truth behind this case. My heart is dying. Ogami took her own life, and you claimed you were the culprit. Hide that fact, didn't you, Asahina? That's the truth? Maggie, how did the likes of you reach that conclusion when I was unable to? Because you're a fucking dick. So, shut the fuck up. Huh? Well, you still don't get it? Gain and loss are not the only criteria humans use to make decisions. That's what makes them so complex. You don't understand that, and that's why you couldn't reach the truth. I warned you, didn't I? That your lack of consideration for human emotion to come back to haunt you? Oh boy. If Asahina gets executed for this, I'm going to cry. I'm going to literally tear up.
Hey, you guys are making it sound like you think the punchline's already been delivered. You seem to be forgetting we haven't had ballot time yet. Yes, that's right. I actually forgot? Man, you're no fun. It's kind of a tradition, so I guess you gotta do it anyway, just for show. That's a bit of pain, but can you cast your ballots using the switch in front of you? I wonder who the villain's gonna be. Will he be right or will he be oh so wrong? Let's find out.
Bracing myself, bracing myself, bracing myself, bracing myself. Because I'm gonna be sad.
Correct. Yep, Sakura Agami was murdered by Sakura Agami. That's it, the end.
I was right. There's something I still don't get. To what end did you attempt to cover up the truth behind Ogami's death, Asahina? Had you actually succeeded, you two would have been executed, so why would you do such a thing? Yeah, dude, you almost got us all killed.
That's what I was going for.
See? Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Huh?
The reason Sakura died is because you all backed her into a corner. You all killed her, so I couldn't let her be the only one who died. Girl, are you saying you wanted to drag us all down with you? Someone had to pay the price. You, me, you, everyone, we're all responsible for her death, so we all should pay.
You're for real? What makes you think that?
Still don't get it? Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you just how much despair Sakura was in when she died. Look at this. I despair of everything. The constant fighting, it's ugly. And only serves to deepen my despair. If all I can do is wait for someone to kill me, I'd rather end things by my own hand.
What?
I found it on the floor outside the rec room. Sakura's suicide note.
Her suicide note?
In hindsight, there were clues she was planning to do this even before it happened. Earlier today, after Genocider attacked me, and Sakura ran out of the infirmary all angry about it, I chased after her. Hey Sakura, relax, I'm fine, I'm fine.
How could I possibly relax? I care not if they come after me, I accept full responsibility for my actions. But for you to suffer because of me, for you, my dear friend, to stand up for me, and to be injured as a result.
Sakura,
because of me, because of what I have done, I have turned everyone against each other. I am responsible for everything.
Sakura blamed herself. She felt responsible for everything. I'm sure the reason she wanted to talk to you three was to find out if there was anything she could do to earn your forgiveness. You're going to meet with them? That's a really bad idea. You'll be putting yourself in danger.
Worry not, I'm simply going to speak with them.
What about? You really shouldn't go. If all three of them came at you at once, even you couldn't.
Asahina, do not mistake them for your enemies. They are our friends.
Sakura. She trusted you guys. She really truly believed in you. That you would be able to understand it if she opened up to you that you were her friends. And yet... You stomped all over her feelings in the worst possible ways.
That was more like an accident.
Don't you try to weasel out by calling it an accident. She trusted you guys, and you wouldn't even give her the time of day. You very nearly killed her without even hearing her out. She was in despair because of you.
That's what this note is saying. All I can do is wait for someone to kill me. I might as well. That's how far you had backed her into a corner. Sakura, you're hurt. What happened? Oh, so you came. Stay right there. I'll go find someone to get you bandaged up. Asahina. Huh? I am grateful to have had the opportunity to meet you here. What's wrong, Sakura? What is this all of a sudden? I ask a favor of you. A favor? I would like some protein. Could I ask you to get some for me? Yeah, sure, yeah. Hang on, I'll be right back with it. That was the last time Sakura and I ever spoke. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for, and there was powder all over the floor. That's when I realized that Sakura had gotten something from the poison cabinet. I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but I was too... My heart. Sakura, open up! Open the door! Why? Why should you have to die, Sakura? Ah, my heart. Sakura was just a regular person. She had weaknesses just like everyone else. She bled, she felt pain. She wasn't a regular fragile human being, and yet you all kept demonizing her and kept accusing her of things. And when I got her trying to stand up for her, I burdened her even further. I even didn't realize what I had done. Asahina, we all killed Sakura. We backed her into a corner and killed her. There's no good reason for us to go on living having done that to her. So you thought you'd try to take us all down? You intentionally tried to lure us into the wrong accusation? She died despising everyone. And I wanted to get revenge for her. But you saw through me, and in the end I couldn't do anything for her. How am I supposed to face her now? If you do what I think you are going to do, I am ending this. I am not streaming this any further. But holy mother of God almighty, does it ever end? I'm falling asleep in my chair here. Anywho, if you really think you can know what Ogami was thinking when she died, Asahina, what's that supposed to mean? Let's be honest. Most of what you've been rambling on about is, for the last ever, is just your interpretation. Interpretation predictated that on that suicide note. Of course I know. Sakura and I were... Which, if you let me finish, I was trying to say... The bias for your interpretation is invalid. And that's this baby here. Might possibly, mayhaps, be the real thing. What's that, dude? As if it weren't obvious enough. It's a suicide note, Ogami's. Suicide note, but done Asahina already... I wrote that one. This one was left in your room, Asahina. Ogami must have wanted you to have it. Wait, so... You tricked me? Tricked is such a harsh way of putting it. I just wanted to spice things up a bit, that's all. And anyway, you're responsible for whatever you decide to believe my silly scribbles meant. I mean, it's not like Ogami's name's anywhere on it. That's not fair! Unfair is nothing unfair about it. I didn't do nothing wrong. Did I plant fake evidence? Did I try to divert your attention from the true culprit? You guys are the reason this happened. And you guys are the reason it got so messy. I didn't do anything. So what if the suicide note was the spark that set it all off? It was all you guys' work. I'm totally in the clear. It's just part of the show. So what does her real suicide note say? If you really want to know, I'll read it to everyone with my world-renowned beautiful voice. By the way, don't you kind of wonder as to exactly came up with the idea of people leaving notes behind before committing suicide? Sadly, I'm willing to bet whoever it was has already taken their own life. We'll never know. It's scary to think how things can get washed away on the river of time like that. Would you please get started already? Yeah, here I go. Ahem. My dear friend Asahina, there's something I must share with you. Though it pains me to do so in this fashion, it's something I would like you to know. This is my final wish. As you have already been made aware, I served under the Puppet Master as his mole. The Puppet Master initially approached me on the first night of this bizarre new lifestyle. He professed to having taken hostage my clan's dojo, and ordered me to submit myself to his service. You might think it not but a simple place of training, but it has been my clan's care for 300 years. I could not let it fall in with my generation. I felt I need to protect it, even in exchange for my own life. was that sentiment which my weakness flowed, and by which I was driven to comply with the Puppet Master's demands. A grave mistake. To answer your question, why would she die though? She didn't kill her? Because Monokuma wants someone to execute? I don't know. I'm just preparing myself for it at this point. He bid me to take someone's life. He was concerned about the equilibrium forming among the students, that the first murder would not occur. However, neither he nor I predicted Sayaka Maizona would take action before I was to. Consequently, his orders changed. I was to remain on standby, to wait for equilibrium to begin forming again. But as our lives continued together, as life with you, Asahina, continued, my resolve shook. Watching you all struggle, fight tooth and nail to survive, it made me painfully aware of the weakness I held within, the weakness that had drove me to succumb. But of all, it made me aware that I could not betray those who considered me their friend. My perspective began to change. So that's why I've made my decision. I will stand idly by no more. I will play your games no more. And I will be enslaved by my past no more. I have resolved myself to fight against you. But because she did, I spilled her little secret and everyone ended up hating her. Imagine that. You do something thinking you're helping everyone and they all hate you for it. Well, my irony and call me irony. What? Iron my knee and call me irony. Okay. If that ain't the best kind of irony, I don't know what is. Irony. I see. That I am resented by everyone is a matter of course. I brought it upon myself with my weakness. I had every intention of graciously accepting any and all ill will directed at me. I believed that to be my way of atoning for my betrayal. But I was naive. I had created too great of a problem to solve by dragging only myself through the mud. The situation reached to a point where I alone was no longer able to handle it. And that was exactly the Puppet Master's intention in revealing my betrayal. The fear and doubt, discord, and dissonance it invited, he predicted it would end in more murder. So what, did she like use herself as a martyr? But even that falls on my shoulders. It is my responsibility to resolve the problems brought about by my mistakes. This is a long-ass suicide note. In order to fulfill that responsibility, I have resolved to comply with the Puppet Master's orders to take someone's life. The only life I intend to take is my own. The Puppet Master desires to kill, and it is I who shall kill. In doing so, the hostages taken at my clan's dojo will be set free, but most importantly, my death will extinguish the flame of conflict I had set before it drives any of you to murder. To that, I offer up my life. Each and every one of you is worth that price. You give my sacrifice meaning. However you might think of me, I consider each of you a dear friend. First I have ever had. Oh man. Wait, so Sakura didn't die backed into a corner full of hatred for everyone? Or to stop all of us from fighting to protect us? She didn't take her own life out of weakness. Rather, it was the opposite. She did it because she was strong, far too strong. That's what led her to end her life. She didn't choose death in order to protect us. No normal person could attain that degree of selflessness. But her strength made it possible for her. Asahina, allow me to end with an apology. I kept this a secret because I knew you would try to stop me. I am truly sorry, but please do not sorrow. If I am able to put an end to the Puppet Master's scheming, if I am able to stop the killing, there's nothing more I could ask for. This is the path I have chosen for myself. This is my atonement. With this note, my class trial should end with little difficulty. Asahina, I know it will be difficult, but I would like you to finish the work I am setting out to begin with. I'm going to meet with Togami, Fukawa, and Hagakure. While I hide my intent to end my own life, I would at least like to share my feelings. The rest mustn't be shown by action, not by word. I believe that in doing so, they will finally come to realize that we are not enemies destined to despise one another, but that we are friends and allies. Asahina, whatever it takes, I want you to survive, to live on alongside your friends. You must live on. So yeah, she was making a martyr out of herself.
My god, I had no idea how Sakura felt. I called myself her friend. No joke, she wouldn't wanted you to do any of that meddling. Ogami died trying to shut the Colosseum down, but because of you, things almost went straight up Roman. Ogami died for nothing, and it's all your fault. Even better, because of your meddling, you dragged everyone else into the lion's den too. It's blame game time. Everyone point and scowl at Asahina, and why wouldn't you? She deserves it. Poo-poo, 10,000 yen. I know who the next victim is. Oh, be quiet. Nobody's blaming her for anything. Was that? It's your fault for tricking her with that fake suicide note. Besides, Ogami didn't die for nothing. Was that? She reminded us that we aren't enemies destined to despise one another, but that we're friends and allies. Yeah, dude, he's right. Things turned out like this because of our misplaced hate for Ogre. We can't blame her, dude. Not a one of us has the right to blame Hina. What? It never mattered that Ogami was the mole. After all, our true enemy is you. What the hell, man? What the freaking hell is this, man? Yep, you got that wrong, you know. This academic coliseum is you guys' battle against yourselves. You guys are your own enemy. You're exactly right, Monokuma. Yeah, Togami, someone gets it. If you don't, shut the fuck up. This is a game of King of the Castle between us. A life or death game, only one spot atop of the hill. Exactly right about that. And for that reason, I withdraw from the game. Say what now? By making sacrificial lambs of themselves, Asahina and Ogami have rejected the very foundation of this game. Because of their actions, everyone else has completely discarded their fear for the game. No reason for me to partake in a game that's lost its source of excitement, so I'm withdrawing. The hell? Seriously? Which leaves me with one last thing to look forward to. Brutal punishment you're going to get me for thinking you can try to manipulate me. Togami, then you're... Don't get me wrong, I'm not acting out of some sickeningly sweet sense of sentimentality. I'm with you, my white knight. There's still a chance the puppet master's esteemed hot hunk of man meat. Guys. How about it? How about that? Can you still claim Ogami died for nothing? You guys are lame, but that's cool, whatever. I still haven't had my usual fun and games yet. Fun and games? Enough about that epic failure of a mole. Let's keep the tradition going and get this party started. The moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. The culprit's already dead as a doornail. Wait, what are you going to kill me? Nah, I'm not gonna punish one of you guys because the villain's already dead. Spice is stringent about the rules as the average bear. But still, it'd be a waste to not make use of the very special punishment I've prepared. So I've invited an equally special guest. A special guest? Skip all rolling. It's punishment time. Who's going to die? Oh no. God damn it! God damn it. No. A dozer master. You bastard! You fucking bastard. No. Oh crap, man, he's a tiny little ball now. All that hard work has kicked up an appetite. Sure could go for a nice piping hot bowl of ramen. Ain't nothing like ramen after some hard manual labor. And just for the record, I'm a Shio ramen supremacist. I mean, really. Tonkatsu, miso, wheat in color, aroma, and volume. God damn it! I know it's risky, but I have to do it. I'm scared, but I'll be okay. It's kind of weird. Remember, I'm doing this for your sake. It gives me a burst of courage. I'm sure you're thinking, what's he talking about? But he's just an AI. But it's true, honest. I'll be okay. I'm doing this for all of you, so I'm not afraid of anything. God damn it! Alter Ego's words came rushing back to me, flowing up from the depths of my mind and filling me with seething black anger that then erupted from my mouth. How dare you! He was our friend! How dare you kill him! Whoa, you made friends with a laptop? Isn't that kinda sad? Sadder than befriending a bouncy ball? Screw you! He wasn't just a laptop, he was Alter Ego, our friend, and you killed him. Oh, you one of those weirdos who thinks everything's got a soul? What do they call that? Animism? It's not like that it matters anyway. I couldn't bear to let him stick around any longer. Not once he started poking around where he shouldn't have. So you had caught on. Hold your horses, girlie. I was never not in the know. The fact that Fujisaki had messed around on the Lappy, the fact that you guys decrypted the data on it, I saw through every last step of the way. Huh? So you knew and you were just keeping tabs on us. That data was, in a word, something like a gift from me to you. A reward for you. A reward you could only get if you managed to crack that hardcore encryption. So there was never any problem with you guys digging through that. But trying to get on the school's network was taking things too far. Ergo, crush. Want to help you guys somehow. Anything I can do to bring everyone closer, to find a way out here, I want to do it. Alter Ego, he fought for us. He put his life on the line for our sakes, and in the end, died for it. Boo boo boo. I'm feeling quite a bit better after that delicious punishment. Meaningless death just gets me all giddy inside. Reminds me that the things could be worse. No, his death wasn't meaningless. Everyone's deaths, our friends' deaths, just make us even stronger. One of these days, I'll make damn sure you understand exactly what I mean. Eep. Nagi's super pissed. Nagi's super scary. Yeah. Well, it's about time I waltzed on out of here, but before I do that, I better read the rest. The rest? Finish reading Ugami's suicide note. What? Boo-poo. Looks like that got your attention. Here goes. Courtesy of my fabulous voice. Asuna, there's one final thing I would like to share with you and the others. This information will likely prove valuable on your journey to uncover the mysteries of this academy. Valuable information? Through my numerous interactions with the Puppet Master while acting as his mole, a certain fact made itself apparent to me. The Puppet Master has done something to our bodies. Huh? It's highly probable that he... Whoa, that was a close one. Almost walked into Spoilersville there. Consequently, this reading is over. Huh? Right in the middle of that? You want to know what comes next? You infuriated about the lack of a conclusion? That was the whole point, you dinguses. It's revenge for you guys getting all retardedly buddy-buddy. The least you could do is let him have... For suicide note, fat chance. Why? Too bad, so sad. Whoa, stop the presses. The hell is this? What is it this time? There's something here at the end of the suicide note. And if you would, a final message for the Puppet Master. I'm not through with you, not even in death. Have my word, retribution will be mine. What's that all about? She just being a sore loser? She isn't through with him? Retribution? Whatevs, no point in fretting over the dead. About time I scooted on out. You guys should get a good night's sleep, too. Maybe consider reevaluating the way you look at life here. You really are fine with not graduating? Can you honestly sever your attachment to the outside world? Boo-boo-boo. Give it some real good thought. Those were Monokuma's last words before leaving the courtroom. Forget about him. What could Ugami have been talking about? Her last message for us, what she said could have proved valuable in solving the school's mysteries about the Puppet Master having done something to our bodies. Seemed to recall Kirigiri saying something to that effect before too, after Celeste's trial, I think. What did you do? What did you do to my body? What? Answer me. What did you do to my body? He's done something to our bodies? But the question is, what? What the heck has he done to us? Could he have maybe planted small bombs in each of our stomachs? If we were to try to leave the school, it would trip some kind of sensor and kaboom? I've seen stuff like that in games and movies before. We might not be on a boat, but we are trapped. Gah! Even just thinking about it sends shivers down my spine. Enough. No more thinking about stuff like that.
Ooh.
Anywho, class trial's over. Monokuma's run off. What do we do now, dude? Go back upstairs. What else would we do? Right now, right that. Let's blow this joint then, shall we? But Hasina still feels responsible, doesn't she? You're just a helpless fool. Stop being so full of yourself already. Mysteries thrown together by airhead dolts like you are nothing to write home about. Trust me, that's nowhere near enough to get me killed. No one to talk, dude. It was Kiri and Nags who saved the day. Shut your mouth. Hey, fuck you, pal. I'm sorry. Honest. Enough with your apologies already. I haven't fallen so far from grace as to require a peasant's penance. Understood. I won't do it again. Was this? Tell me I ain't seeing this right. Did we just transition into the White Knight X Asahina route, did we? No, this can't be happening. Thou shalt not interfere with me and my White Knight's romance. What are you talking about? No freaking chance. Never fall for that four-eyed lemon. Four-eyed lemon? Lol. Four-eyed lemon. He's calling it like I see it, you four-eyed lemon. Sounds like someone's asking to be thrown out with the trash. More ugliness, really? Do you have any friends? Hey, not fair. I want to get into the argument with my White Knight, too. I want to have an insult war. I guess we're still a ways off from everyone getting along, Not that I should be surprised. Oh boy, that was intense. And so, with Ugami's class trial behind us, we once again returned to Kabagami Academy. But there was still more to the story. Several hours later, we returned to our rooms and night fell. I have my heavy attention to this. Shut up. Night fell and I drifted off to sleep, a deep, deep sleep. But even then, the day refused to end. A voice. I could hear a voice. Get up? My consciousness is still wrapped in a thick haze that lifted my heavy eyelids. Oh shit! Kirigiri? Yes, it's me. Kirigiri, once again, yes. Okay. Wait, huh? My body jerked forward entirely on its own. Time unknown. What are you doing here? I'm here to wake you up. You're here to wake me up. What about the lock? Wasn't set. That was careless of you. It wasn't? You're kidding. Honest, there's no need to freak out about every little thing. What time is it? 3 in the morning, obviously. 3 in the morning? Why would Kirigiri come to wake me up at this time of night? What? But what brings you here so late? I have a little favor to ask of you. A favor? What do you need? Remember what Ugami said at the end of her suicide note? I am not through with you, not even in death. I have my word retribution will be mine. I'd like to figure out what she meant by that. Figure out what she meant. How? It's just the words left in my mouth. Kirigiri leaned forward, bringing her lips to my ear. Data processing room on the 4th floor. Huh? I'll meet you there. Having said that, she started straight for the door. Huh? Her words looped again and again through my half-asleep mind. Data processing room on the 4th floor. That's supposed to be locked?
What? Okay, we ain't done here yet, folks. Shit, what? I ambled through the hall, the school's empty late-night halls, heading towards the 4th floor. And when I arrived at the data processing room, Kirigiri isn't there. Strange, she hasn't been here. She's already inside. Doesn't handle and pull the door. Absolutely nowhere. That's our time is but it's definitely locked. In that case, what was she talking about? Why'd she tell me to go here? Ah! Fuck! Well, what you doing? Gah! You're forbidden from destroying locked doors, you know this. I was just trying to say you haven't busted it up yet. Well, that's freaking obvious. No need to explain yourself. Anyone with a good pair of peepers could see. I just came to give you a warning. You were shaking pretty hard, you know. Still half asleep or something? Not exactly. Anyway, it's 3 in the morning. I get sleepy too, you know. Quit screwing around, get your ass in bed. Is there a problem? What's all the commotion? Kirigiri? You too. Go to bed, both of you. I'm exhausted after that class trial. I understand. Let's get going, Naegi. Huh? You heard me. We're leaving. I really don't know what's going on right now. Never mind that. Let's go. Alright. Come on, chew. The fuck just happened? I was instructed I follow Kirigiri back to the dormitory. When we arrived... Goodbye. Hold on a second. What was that all about? You wake me up in the middle of the night and tell me to go to a locked room, show up late yourself, and call it quits without actually having done anything? What's the goal of the purpose of all that? Nothing. As usual. That's all I got for a response. Or was I exactly surprised? Good night, Naegi. Night. Sarah, good nights. And just as we were parting ways... Bukuro Ikusaba? Huh? Kirigiri whispered into my ear. Bukuro Ikusaba, a 16th student hidden in this academy. The girl referred to as the super-duper high school despair. Beware of Bukuro Ikusaba. What? What just happened? 7 question mark? What? The super duper high school despair? I got the fucking ball. Thanks. Appreciate that. So wait. Could that mean Kirigiri is the super duper high school hope? Alright, well. We're back to this. But, alright. That's enough of that for today. Thank you guys for coming out. I guess next time we'll be continuing off with this. I guess. Thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you next time.